qualifying, so it's already on. Amy are cooking food, and Chris over here is setting up spares, so everything is ready to go if we will need it. Yeah. The weathercast says it's gonna be a rainy event, but today is at least dry so far. I think the weather is gonna hold it like this throughout the day, so that's good. Today is qualifying day. Practice starts at 4:30, I think, and then it's game on from there. We have a good mindset, very relaxed, and did good in the Norwegian Drift Championship a couple of weeks ago with a second place there, so that was a lot of fun. So I think we have some good momentum going on. We did an 8th in the championship, or in FD in Orlando. Very happy with that. So super ready to get going, and hopefully we could pull out some good results this time as well. I really like this track. Felt very comfortable here last year. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. And yeah, cars are ready, I'm ready, team's ready, so let's get to it.
Look at this, the stage is set. We are here at E-Town, the Crazy 8, the track that is the purpose-built Drift Coliseum.
Been just constantly going. I've done all my 12 practice laps. I'm not allowed to do any more practice before qualifying. I would love to do at least 2 more. Not feeling the best. There's definitely a little bit still to work with, but overall I think we're good. We know what to do for qualifying. We're not going to do any changes to the car. It's all dialed. It's just comes down to me to fulfill and do what I have to do. So yeah, we will try not to do anything different, but just do it more precisely and correctly.
We do have some heavy hitters coming up, so we should have some good runs coming up. This sets the bar pretty high.
All right, we're gonna ride along with Simen Olsen. Simen Olsen now. And
this is just a different camera view that we have right now, stationary camera, but that'll give you a live feedback, a live representation of what's on the side of the windshield. Here we go. See G-forces in green, yellow, red, blue is neutral.
So Simen Olsen here, 45 miles per hour. Doesn't sound like a lot, but obviously going sideways, wheel speed much higher than that. Now coming to that second outside zone. Good car control from Simen Olsen. First ever, this season, 4th round ever in an LS-powered S-chassis. Never been driven S-chassis, never driven LS power. So this learning curve is very steep for Simen Olsen. That fuel suspension, right? 79.33 is 79.33. Simen Olsen puts him into 14th position. You can see X Factor leaving some points out there.
What can I say? A little bit disappointed on myself after that qualifying run. So we ended up with a 79.3 in 24th position. So barely outside bottom 8s. So yeah, I definitely have to go back to the drawing board to figure out what we can do, because every time it's a struggle in qualifying when it gets dark. So there's a lot of things to work on getting into qualifying in the dark. So not sure what I can do about that. It is Back in Norway, it's like sun all the way till midnight, so or we never do get any night practice back home. So the only time I'm able to drive at night or drift at night is here in FD, and that's not enough. So we gotta figure out something smart there. Not sure what, but we can't keep qualifying low all the time. As I said, not happy at all actually. Very disappointed in myself, and I feel like letting down all the people that's helping me out, the team, all the fans that are here watching me and rooting for me, that I constantly can't get a good qualifying, and that puts us in a bad situation for a competition on Saturday, because that means that on paper we will have a very good driver facing already in top 32, and that's a little bit risky, but let's get some rest and focus on Saturday and do some real good homeworks on my opponent for top 32 and so on when we get the bracket and see who we are up against. So yeah, catch you guys on Saturday.
What a beautiful day here in New Jersey. The Garden State is about to be the Smoky State, because this is round 4 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. You can see as we make our way over what I call the Crazy 8, the Figure 8 track, 3 outside zones, 1 inside clip, all contributing to the Type S, the Gauntlet, presented by AutoZone.
Good morning from New Jersey. We are now in competition day. We are facing Taylor Hull in top 16, and we're not sure if it's gonna rain yet, but it looks like it, so that's gonna be interesting, but it doesn't matter. I'm ready for whatever comes our way, so let's do it. Get out there, get some practice laps done before competition, and we'll see go. See you out there.
Need this fantasy, faithless road I'm on.
Next battle, Taylor Hull, Simen Olsen. Taylor Hull from Sonoya, Georgia, full pole Hull in that Comp Cams Corvette, and Simen Olsen, almost identical setup to that of Odie Bakshi's. Yeah, Ben Hobson competed in Pro Spec. He had a great day. I would say Thursday, yesterday, not so much. A bit of bad luck, just very similar to what we saw from Osborne, #1 qualifier going out 32. Hobson did get on to the 16, but again, knocked out early. Here we go, Taylor Hull. It's all about him and Simen Olsen, the Norwegian pilot. Now coming to that second outside zone. Taylor Hull, good transition. Look at that fluid. Rock solid. That's the way you want to be. Again, I don't know if it's still raining. We're still seeing some umbrellas out there. We are up in the tower. Now Taylor Hull transition, that last outside zone. How's he going to handle it? Boom, uses all the course. But Simen Olsen, we talked about how confident he is out of the gate.
But now we're going to have to see what happens when they switch places.
Yeah, you saw him get shallow, kind of like avoiding Taylor, right?
Yeah.
So you got to power all the way through. Get it all the way through. All right, here we go. Now we're seeing Simen Olsen out front, field suspension, GT radial, S chassis, into that first outside zone. Look at that, dragging that back bumper. Now into and transitioning into that second outside zone, the 180-degree turn. Filling all of it is Simen Olsen. Taylor Hull maybe given a little bit of comfort room. Let's see, as he get a surge and attack here past that one and only inside clip, the lone inside clip, and Taylor Hull goes to the wall. And that is just too aggressive for Taylor Hull. He slams that back left end and takes himself out. And that's how I think this course is going to play out. And again, it is an easy call for, you say, the judges, including you. So unfortunately, Taylor Hull, that Comp Cams Corvette, takes himself out, but Simen Olsen reaps the rewards of just such a big mistake there, and right there at the end, winner.
Absolutely, and Simen is down here, and his teammate Odie Bakshi is right next to him. You guys have been sharing data, and you made some setup changes for comfort. Those are obviously working for you.
Yeah, we did the practice on first day. Was feeling good, but then we looked at some data and we saw that we was kind of a little bit off. So watching all our practice runs and our opponents for today, we decided that we had to do some changes, and I guess it's working out. So
Yeah, I'm super happy. We got the win in top 32, and I'm not sure who we are facing right now, but yeah, I think the result is coming soon. But yeah, we'll be ready for whatever, and yeah, super happy. Let's go.
Absolutely. So you'll see Kazuya Taguchi in your next battle in top 16. And you said when you went out to the siding lap, you basically put down a qualifying lap. Was that risky for tire wear?
Yeah, we have been quite good on tire wear the whole weekend, actually. So I wasn't too much afraid of that. But of course, you always want to have as much tires for the competition. But I felt since the weather was a little bit rain and patchy, that was our feedback from our spotter. So we had to put it down to know what to expect. So we did some extra rain setup changes on it, but it dried up pretty fast. So yeah, but we had to just throw it down in the side lap just to see, to collect as much data as possible. And yeah, it worked out. So
overall, very good. Happy with the win. Both me and Odi is in top 16. Odi did one more times against Diego Higa, I think it was. So yeah, overall, very good that both cars are in top 16, and we've got to be both cars out there for top 16 ceremony. And looks like we have Kazuya Taguchi now. He is very good, so we gotta step it up a bit. There are expected rain for top 16, but hopefully it stays dry. The sun is up now. I see some dark clouds passing by here and there, but it's very hot, humid. Yeah, the regular American weather. But yeah, no matter what happens, if it rains or whatever happens, we will be ready to face it and be in top 8 again. And then we will be hopefully Odi. So that's going to be first time battling. So that's going to be a lot of fun if we can both come to that position. So yeah, fingers crossed, and looking forward to do more drifting.
Are you ready to meet your top 16 drivers? Make some noise, New Jersey, E-Town, the Crazy 8 track. The Field Suspension S chassis, again from Norway, it is Simen Olsen. Kazuya Taguchi will lead run 1 of this Royal Purple Top 16 battle. Kazuya Taguchi, Simen Olsen. Kazuya taking out Dean Carnage Carney. A little bit of a tumultuous one earlier. Here we go, Kazuya initiating into that first outside zone. Simen Olsen dropping into formation. Now Kazuya into that second outside zone, the Up Garage ISR Performance. Jerry Yang produced vehicle, and Simen Olsen, look at that. Man, he is, again, for never driving an S chassis until this year, the 4th round, he's making it look really easy. But again, a great lead run by Kazuya Taguchi. It bears repeating. You can only have a good chase run if you got a good lead run. All right, taking a look here. Let's alternate the order. Simen Olsen leading. Taguchi giving chase, waiting. And there we go. So you can see the lights both on the wall and right in between the drivers. Once they extinguish, they're allowed to leave the line. The chase car can actually leave the line prior to the lead car. The lead car needs to wait till they extinguish. Simen Olsen, big nasty angle. That first outside zone, hits it and quits it. And Kazuya Taguchi, you can see him nosing in. Simen Olsen, big massive angle. That second outside zone, that allows Kazuya Taguchi. I mean, these guys are looking almost identical in their lead and in their chase. And this is going to be a hard one. I mean, here we are splitting hairs, Ryan. You know, we had that one more time between Gucci and Odi, and here we are, Olsen and Taguchi. And I think this is the shape of things to come, man. Taguchi and Olsen. Oh, we're seeing it. Oh, Simen Olsen. Simen Olsen gets the victory.
Woo. Wow, that was cool. That was awesome. The run against Kazuya, he was a little bit slow in the run-up, and we saw that he was waiting a little bit before he went on throttle. So I knew that I had to hold it back, but that gives me the opportunity to be really close on the run-up, and I think I was. We got the win. I was super happy with it. So my voice is a little bit broken because I was screaming a little bit for myself in the car. I was so pumped. It was such a cool battle. So thank you, Kazuya. That was phenomenal. I was super cool, super cool. So, well, I'm not sure if it's going to be Odi or Kengushi, but from my perspective, it looks like it's going to be Odi. That will be also a good field suspension battle. So let's see. Fingers crossed. We're in the top 8 again. So let's do it.
Inter-family battle here. You got Odi Bakshis building the vehicle for Simen Olsen. Here we go, Odi Bakshis, Simen Olsen, Odi and Simen. Almost simultaneous initiation in that first outside zone. There goes Odi Bakshis. See how they handle into that big 180-degree outside zone 2. Odi Bakshis, big angle there. Simen Olsen, great proximity. And you can see that. Look at Simen Olsen. Is he going to take out the boss? Past that inside clip into that final outside zone. Odi Bakshis, you can see his eye on the prize. Look at him just looking out that window. Really good composure. Hey, hats off to Simen Olsen. That was really, really good chase by Olsen.
Yeah, it was amazing run, amazing lead run by Odi.
Yeah, like the proximity overall.
Yeah, overall I think it was a really clean battle, and it's as I said, it's hard to put the advantage on one on the other side.
The Lithuanian flag waving there for Odi Bakshis, and Simen Olsen flying the Norwegian flag on. You can see the antenna on the roof of his S chassis. Here we go, field suspension, pedal commander, Vortex supercharged LS, Olsen out front. Let's see how it initiates. Odi Bakshis, he obviously knows what these vehicles are capable of. Now transitioning into that second outside zone. Odi Bakshis, look at that. He's saying, hey Simen, I built this car. I can crash this thing if I wanted to. I'll fix it. So coming now into that final outside zone. Some separation there between Olsen and Odi. Now Odi comes up short on that final outside zone. That was a very uncharacteristic line by Odi Bakshis.
Honestly, I would love to see one more time.
Okay.
But yeah, there have been some mistakes, and I think if judges will decide which one was bigger, simply.
And there you go, seeing Odi and Simen giving each other thumbs up. Again, this is for bragging rights at the bar later, over at Sneaky Pete's here at E-Town. All right, slide him left for Odi, right for Olsen. And it looks like Odi gets one more time, and oh, look at that, split decision across the board. So
thank you, guys.
Yeah, there you go, Piotr. Looks like you get your wish. They are going a one more time. We are going back to the one more time. Again, family battle, house divided between Odi Bakshis and Simen Olsen, forced to go to one more time. So our first battle, we're going back to it. Odi Bakshis, field suspension, Simen Olsen, both these guys waiting for, it looks like the lights are illuminating. Here we go, we're about to send it. Odi Bakshis, Simen Olsen leaving the start line. Odi will lead into that first outside zone. A lot of handbrake being pulled there by Odi Bakshis. Simen Olsen hanging out in the shadow. Simen now surges forward. Some good driving here. Again, identical setups, you know, the S chassis, supercharged LS into that final outside zone. Odi just right on that line. Could be slightly deeper, but I mean, really, really good textbook lead run. Furthest finish right now, but it's still not over. He's going against Adam LZ, so James Dean could meet Adam LZ in the final four. Simen Olsen will lead. Odi Bakshis giving chase. Simen Olsen out of the gate into that outside zone. Look at that, tapping the wall. Goes Simen Olsen. Odi Bakshis transitions into that second outside zone. Good proximity. Again, dropping in that pocket. That's what I was talking about. I really love the way Odi, that's why I say he's one of the best chase drivers. He gets really deep and he mimics that angle so well. He could just really massage that S chassis and get it right simultaneously, just in sync, man. Again, this is the second one more time between Olsen and Bakshis. Do we have a victor? Who's moving on to the final four? Slide him left for Bakshis, right for Simen Olsen. Simen Olsen gets 1 vote, 2 votes, and Simen Olsen takes out the boss. Simen Olsen takes out Odi Bakshis. The Norwegian flags are waving. Simen Olsen gets the victory, and it's unanimous. And we're finding out that Simen Olsen didn't have power steering. He won without power steering. The Viking strength persevered of Simen Olsen and took him to the victory. Final four, the top four, ready to go down. Matt Field, Simen Olsen. All right, overlooking. Look at that. The stands are packed, man. This is a great sight to see. Drifting is alive and well. You're seeing a Norwegian, an Irishman, a couple Americans, and just an international cast, like the United Nations of drifting out here. And here we are. There is the glow of the Borla exhaust, Heatwave, Lean Customs, Corvette. Ford Star standing out. That's a good indicator of minimal or no corrections. Those big, bright white wheels. And here we go, white wheels on Simen Olsen's vehicle as well into that first outside zone. Look at Matt Field flirting with that wall. Simen Olsen tucks in. Has to back off a little bit to allow him to pass into that second outside zone. Almost dipping some of that GT radial tire. Both these guys on GT radials past that inside clip. Good transition. Look at Simen Olsen, tit for tat, into that last outside zone. Look at Matt Field. Simen Olsen is a tear right now. Simen Olsen, wow.
He's so close, he can taste it.
I'm expecting Matt Field to be aggressive. You know, saw him in practice.
He needs to.
He needs to be aggressive.
Yeah.
You know, I recommend he don't bang doors, don't grind, but be consistent. You know what I mean? Well, that's I'm
You're
just
100% right.
Right? So here we go. Simen Olsen initiates in that first outside zone, right on the line. Here goes Matt Field transitioning in. Simen Olsen going for his first podium, and here we go. Matt Field transitions. Look at that. So again, that's good composure. Don't bang doors. It's going to disrupt your car and Simen Olsen. Keep it clean. Let's see a clear fight. Nope, nothing below the belt. And there we go.
Good.
Great run by both
Lordy.
these drivers. Make some noise. Hey, there's Olsen's camp cheering him on. Do we have a victor? Simen Olsen. There it is, the front end of that Field suspension vehicle. Hard shot Max. Seen up close personal. Slide him left for Field, right for Olsen. And we got one more time and one more time. Going at it again. And this is what Matt said. Number one qualifier, no one more times. That's what we're gunning for, but we're not getting that. Guess what? You're going one more time. So there it is. So here we go. Who's going against Adam LZ in the finals? Is it Matt Field, the Beast from the Bay, and the Borla Corvette, or Simen Olsen, the Field suspension S chassis? Matt Field transitions into that second outside zone. It looks like Simen Olsen gives him a little bit of room, but now he catches up. Look at that proximity, not mimicking exactly the angle that we saw earlier today. Takes and punches out that inside clip. Here comes Matt Field, get all the way to the course's edge. Want to get that eye in the sky view. Again, by comparison to that first run, we know what he's capable of. We know what Matt's capable of. So Simen Olsen will lead Matt Field, chasing him down. LZ waits in the wings. The RTR. Be interesting if RTR and Matt Field goes against each other. An all-American battle. I know there were some protests thrown out there a few rounds ago, so let's see what we got here. Simen Olsen leaving the start line through the chicane. Send it! Simen Olsen, Field suspension S chassis. Matt Field, the white Ford Star standing out. You can see them through the smoke, now transitioning in. Simen Olsen, Matt Field, you can see him jumping to the side. A little bit of left foot brake there from Simen Olsen. The fiberglass bouncing off the back of Simen Olsen. Matt Field drops back a little bit. What's going on here? Let's see if he can reap the reward. Simen Olsen fills all of that outside zone. Wow. So again, if Field wins, James Dean gets third. If Olsen wins, Matt Field gets third. James Dean is out. But again, Adam LZ going against which driver? Who's going to the finals? Is it Matt Field or Simen Olsen? Left for Field, right for Olsen. Simen Olsen gets the win, is going to the finals. It is Olsen in the finals. The Norwegian flag is flying high right now. Look at this, the thumbs up. And Ryan, on that chase, Field just opened the door and did not reel him back in. So Simen Olsen is going to the finals against Adam LZ. Congratulations to him. That means Matt Field gets third place. James Dean just a bit outside in fourth place. Simen Olsen, I mean, this is where Simon's like, exhale, cool. You got to think Odie, I can see Odie there in the background talking to Kevin Wells. And Odie's got to be, you know, screaming in his ear a little bit, giving him some advice, or is he whispering? Whispering, keeping it calm, or is he saying anything?
That's funny. I think he will give him words of wisdom in a way that will be effective for what he's learned about Olsen as a driver.
Yep.
They've obviously worked close together. The cars are amazing. I mean, look at those cars right there. I mean, they look beautiful. They perform just out of this world.
And you can see the lenses of Simen Olsen being strapped on there. So again, keeping it cool. The temperature's rising, but again, trying to keep and stay cool. There is Odie Bakshis in the back. Simen Olsen, Adam LZ, neither have had a Formula Drift overall win, and one of them is going to make history. 4 rounds, 4 different winners. We know that for sure. So again, Matt Field wins in Long Beach. We see Vaughn Gittin Jr. win in Atlanta, Chelsea Denofa in Orlando, and either Norwegian driver Simen Olsen on the debut of this new chassis, or Adam LZ in the all-new 2024 Ford Mustang RTR. We are ready to send it on 3. Let's yell send it as loud as possible. Light up the night with your phones. 1, 2, 3, send it! Here we go. Adam LZ, Simen Olsen in the finals. Adam LZ, we got a clean start. Simen Olsen. Sparks are flying into that outside zone 1. Now passing into outside zone 2. Big angle from Adam LZ. Look at that, puts it right into the sweet spot. Simen Olsen tucks in, mimicking the angle, a little bit out of 10%, and then now into that last outside zone. Big, massive transition from LZ. Oh, doctor, look at that. But Simen Olsen right there, that was a nasty transition from Adam LZ. Olsen will now lead Adam LZ, giving chase at E-Town. The Crazy 8 track that I have just nicknamed it here this weekend is absolutely crazy. Loco. Here we go. E-Town. Simen Olsen, Adam LZ. Let's see if we get a clean start. Yes, we do. Olsen, field suspension, S chassis, GT radial tires, the Nitto tire, Mustang. Adam LZ gets into formation, drops that back bumper. Can he get that proximity back? Olsen filling that second outside zone. Look at the power on deck from that RTR Mustang. Hobbs giving a jump to the side of the S chassis. Now transitioning past that inner clip into that last outside zone 3. LZ throws it in. A good transition. Ooh, it looked like he was almost going to loop it in the chase position. Make some noise, New Jersey. If we have a winner, we'll bring them down. We know that third place is going to Matt Field. Again, Field. This is how it's been, and this is what we came to expect and come to expect when we come to E-Town. With just such an unassuming track, no banks. Mom is looking on, family looking on, Olsen fans cheering him on. Do we have a winner? So, Olsen or LZ, slide him left, slide him right. Let's go one more time.
If you're a fan of the sport and that graphic comes up in the finals, you kind of know.
Yeah, I was like, what's going to happen? I don't know. There they go. They're going one more time. You agree with that call, Ryan?
I'm fine with it, yeah.
Yeah, I know that answer. What's going through your mind, Ryan?
His palms are sweaty. Knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
Doom, 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 doom,
This is one of those moments. You
only get one shot.
You don't get a lot of these. It is very difficult to be successful in drifting consistently because there are so many variations of what can happen in competition that you are not in control of.
Yep.
And you have to have a stoic approach to not allow that to affect you and then go out there and take advantage of what you can control.
Absolutely. You're in charge of your own destiny. Here we go. The lights are on. The spotters over here are getting loud. Adam LZ, Simen Olsen, let's send it. A one more time battle. Adam LZ leaves the start line and a cone was hit. Gosh darn it. Jeez Louise. Just pedal it through the start chicane, Adam. A cone was hit.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Oh boy. All right, we are about to send it. Adam, don't roll the light. Don't hit a cone. Let's get a clean start. Soap on a rope, but keep it clean. Send it. Adam LZ, the RTR Mustang, Spec 5 FD. We got a clean start. Simen Olsen shoots down into that first outside zone. Big, nasty entry by Adam LZ. Simen Olsen getting buried in the smoke into that second outside zone. Adam LZ feels all the Nitto Tires smoke in his face. Simen Olsen diving in good proximity, not mimicking the exact angle now in that final. There's that snappy transition, sends it into that final outside zone. Adam LZ counters across the finish line. A good, clean run. Olsen will lead, LZ chasing him down. GT Radial, Nitto Tire, Field Suspension, BC Racing. The LS supercharged, powered S chassis. Is this it? Are they going one more time? I'm gonna make a prediction. It's gonna come down to that third outside zone. Who has that? Who has it dialed? If LZ nails that chase in the third outside zone, I think it's going to be his, but Simen Olsen, he's going to push back. Simen Olsen, good initiation by him. First zone into second outside zone. Adam LZ drops into formation, very similar, but look, he is mimicking the angle right there. He finds himself deep in the pocket. How are they going to handle this last outside zone? I'm telling you, this is going to be telltale sign. Who dials it in? And look at that, he goes deep into that outside zone. Both the drivers into that third outside zone. That's the exclamation point. That is your last impression on the judges. Good job by both these guys. Look at Simen. LZ very stoic, collecting his thoughts. Did it just happen?
Do we get ourselves a result? Is there enough to justify a winner? That's the question that we have in front of us right now.
I have an answer for you.
Go ahead.
We got a winner.
All right.
We got a winner. Bring him on down. Again, hats off to Simen Olsen, his mom cheering him on. Bringing him down to the middle. Head on over there to the middle of the course. History is made here tonight between Olsen and LZ. So, a lot of excitement here in the stands, online. Norwegian, the Viking energy, the Viking blood is strong. Hats off to Simen Olsen. Hats off to Adam LZ. Both these guys sending it. When I announce the winner, you'll know who gets second place. Here in New Jersey, E-Town, the Crazy Eight, you can see again, both these guys making history. First ever win for either of these drivers. Congratulations to the driver that was unanimously voted by our judges, Robin Ishida, Brian Egger, Chris Yule, Ryan Lontaine. Again, 4 more rounds left. Matt Field won the first round. Vaughn Ginn Jr. won the second. Chelsea Denofa won in Orlando. And your winner here, for the first time ever, unanimously is Adam LZ gets the win for the RTR Camp. 3 in a row for RTR. Simen Olsen gets second place in the Field Suspension S chassis.
The exuberation here in the tower.
The Nitto tires are loud. They are smoky, and Adam LZ makes history for himself. Again,
that's cool.
This is really cool. You know, Adam LZ, from pro spec to now pro, jumping behind the wheel of a Mustang, it coming together for him. There's Chelsea Denofa again. And again, Simen Olsen, second place, the Norwegian flag. His mom's in the building. Some great driving collectively overall.
So first thing first, we have what's called the Formula Drift Performance Bonus Award. And this goes to a driver that just exceeded, found that little X factor, that special sauce, maybe just came in and just did something exemplary of the spirit of Formula Drift and just did something just a little more extra. So again, this is our Formula Drift Performance Bonus Award. And this is $2,000 to a driver, again, that showed something just a little extra. And this goes to Simen Olsen. Simen Olsen, get up here. Simen, that's for you, man. Performance Bonus Award. Congratulations, man. Again, fourth round ever in this S chassis. You know, been competing for what? How many years? 6 years?
Yeah, I've been competing for 6 years in drifting.
6 years, again, 2J Supra comes together, all comes together. You go against the man who built your car. You know, he's kind of the boss man. Look at RTR. There were a lot of family house divided events this weekend, and you put it together. And again, I know you've endured a lot. Your mom's here in the building. You drift in your native Norway. This has got to be really special for you. And you're going to be back up here, but overall, you've endured a lot, man. And that's why Ryan Sage chose you as, again, the Performance Bonus Award. Are you crying? Are you crying right now?
I'm starting to.
Hey, man, everybody knows
Wow, well, first of all, thank you to Kill Suspension, Odie, Amy, the guys, everyone, absolutely everyone on the team. This means the world to me. Now I'm starting crying. Yeah, out of words. This was absolutely fantastic. Thanks to Formula Drift for bringing me on to this series. This has been my dream since forever, watching Cass Kenny, Osbo, all of those guys, and yeah, we are about to get a carbon trophy.
That's right, baby! Congratulations, Simen Olsen! So, little premature champagne, little premature congratulations. It's a family show. All right, get out of here. You'll be right back. Oh, I'm sorry. I was too excited. All right, let's give out second place trophy. Again, we had him up there, Harry Kong. He's live right now representing Nitto Tires. He's on top of the box. I don't know what he's drinking right now, but second place. This gentleman making history, going for his first ever win. A bit outside, but let's see if we can get him some more here. Simen Olsen, second place here. Round 4, the Formula Drift Pro Championship, Field Suspension GT Radial. Get up on that box, baby. There you go. Look at Lewis. Hold it up and look at Lewis right there. The carbon trophy. Simen, we had some words. You win that Formula Drift Performance Bonus Award. But, you know, we talked about what you've gone through. You thanked Odie Bakshies. And again, 4th ever event in an S chassis, never driven one, never driven a supercharged LS. So I feel like you're an American now.
Well, we're turning into one at least. No, once again, this is for the team. They helped me going super hard, no matter what problem, what opponent we had. Just they kicked ass. So thanks to Phil, the whole team, everyone over there, and family for believing in me, friends for believing in me and supporting me till this very day. And this is just one out of many. So let's go.
Let's go! LFG SO, Simen Olsen, LFG SO. Everybody chant it once again, LZ, 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 LZ,
What a day. This has been the longest day in my life, probably. It's been a crazy roller coaster. I've never done so many battles in one event ever. So many crazy turnouts, and ending up with this one is pretty damn good. So yeah, second in Jersey. We had some hard battles. We had Taylor Hall for top 32. We had Kazuya Taguchi for top 16. We had Odie, our boss, our pop, our dad, in top 8. And then we had Matt Field in top 4. And then Adam LC in the finals. We did one more time with Odie. We did one more time with Matt Field, and we did one more time in the finals. So it's been so many battles today, but it's been a lot of fun. The car was on a mission. It was working flawless and just treating me so well. The team was doing phenomenal as well. Odie had a big crash on practice as well today. So the guys have been working hard, and pulling off a second place for me is huge. So only being 6 years of competing drifting, only being 2.5 years in FD and get a second place is extremely huge for me. I've been watching drifting for probably 15 years, been watching FD for 10, and I promised myself one day I'm gonna get one of these carbon trophies. So here we are. Also, on top of that, we pull off to get the performance bonus of the night. $2,000, the champagne from the podium, but this is the most important thing. So, thank you so much for everyone that believed in us, has been rooting for us, cheering us on, helping in all the ways you could possibly be helped by. Yeah, thank you so much to everyone. This is insane. So let's do more of those kind of events, and I will see you guys next time in St. Louis. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.